What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Better Call Saul breakdown and review. And boy, was this a gut punch of an episode. After last week's explosive end to Lalo's story, we are now picking up after this as Jimmy has a brand new sign. He was told to go off and get about his day. While he perceived Howard as the man who derailed his law career, he's gone and Saul Goodman is on the up. Right or wrong, Jimmy and Kim appear on the surface to be thriving after this. They've swapped places as she hassles the state prosecutor for deals, and Mike and his crew fix up Jimmy's apartment and clean it after the gruesome murder of Howard. I also think this is the first time this season we've started pretty much straight into the story as opposed to a future scene or weird connected scene. We see Jimmy's colourful characters who hire his services, and Kim is making a difference in the public law defence role, and they come home to a squeaky clean flat. However, their reactions make you think that despite them being on the up, cleaning things can't remove the traumatic memory of what happened. Kim can't forget here, as the rift that we saw at the end of the episode is starting to form based on the boggy language on the bed. Now we cut to Gustavo arriving in Mexico, which must really make him, even this dude, feel nervous as he was almost outed to the entire cartel as he returned to the pool in which he was a made man after he got some revenge. However, based on the late Lalo's investigation and contact with Hector and the last words from Lalo, well, yep, he's being accused of being a traitor. However, with Lalo dead, there's little proof, and Hector, after what Nacho did to him, isn't really in the highest esteem here in the cartel. They discuss that the body being found and Nacho Varga's last speech, and in the light of this, the big boss seems to acquit our boy, the Chicken Man, despite all of these accusations, as he's sick of that ding-ding-dinging, I think. Gus, after all this, ends up with a territory expansion in the north in the name of the peace being kept. Now, the big bosses know he has hate in his eyes, just like Don Hector said, but as long as he knows who's in charge and respects it, it's all good, my guy. Gus returns home the victor, and all he cares about is the construction resuming of his super lab, and he will need it considering his territory has expanded heavily. My guy will need that Heisenberg blue. Now he heads off to celebrate after really kind of being cold towards Mike, and visits a fancy restaurant and gives him a story about, or the fancy maitre d' or waiter, I'm not sure what his role is, a story about uncivilized customer not appreciating the wine choice, and spins off a story to a trip to Europe and visiting a fancy vineyard. Gustavo is clearly enthralled with the story and has a crush on this dude. Somehow watching Fring drink a glass of wine on his own was totally enthralling and is a testament to Giancarlo Esposito's absolutely spellbinding acting. While he invited David to, or almost invited David to drink the rare bottle of wine which he had for a celebration, which he's got a lot to celebrate now, he realises, well, from what I think, that he can't indulge in a relationship, probably recalling what happened to his boyfriend with the cartel many years ago, and the danger now is even higher. Mike himself is having doubts after everything, and is checking his to-go bag, and this leads him to go to Nacho's father and says how his son was killed and there will be justice, but the father is confused by the whole thing and says this is just revenge, not actual justice. In a way, he's kind of right, as Jimmy and Kim head to HHM, awkwardly paying tribute to Howard. The shots of the smiling Howard in the photos are chilling. The shots as we see the whole of the lobby there. It reaches deep into our boy Jimmy. He didn't deserve what happened to him, and what's worse than the death, in a way, is that his legacy is tarnished by the machinations that led to everyone thinking he had a drug habit. As well as this, the HHM is downsizing, heading to Bruckner and Partners, and they've not only ruined Howard, but also his wife. But Well, the problem is that Howard told his wife that Jimmy was messing with him, and this undermines the whole cover story, and his wife wants to know what he told the police. Now, the wife is adamant he wasn't on drugs, leading Kim to come in with the assist and spins a fake story. That is the end for those two. It's interesting as they were going through a divorce, but she knew him better than anyone. Kim, seemingly unhappy with this, kisses Jimmy, leaves, and is tense as she decides to excuse herself and drops a bombshell that she has left the bar and is no longer a lawyer. It's clear this is the end for them as, well, she leaves and Jimmy is incredibly animated about this. It's a waste of potential. And I said in the first part of the season that she's been brought down by Jimmy and the lie was the last straw. She's finally realised that they are both poison, they are toxic, and kidded herself thinking that Lalo would be caught before he went for them. While they are in love, it's just never that easy as they both bring each other down. There is that connection, but Jimmy, I think, is the one who has brought her down to his level. Now we pick up after what seems like a time jump as he has his full mansion that looks like Versace and Scarface were the interior designers, and he's finally gone full into Saul Goodman's persona. Without the balancing of Kim to pull him back from the brink, he is here with his dream as his client list is bustling. All the stuff from Breaking Bad is there: the mug, the matches, the rotunda-style office, and the depressing waiting area. He has finally turned into Saul Goodman. Absolutely stunning. This episode was, in my opinion, a total work of art. This is possibly one of the greatest shows of all time. I feel like I am watching what my parents were watching when they watched The Sopranos. They are watching an instant classic. And yep, just like the first time with Breaking Bad, and I do think that this is better than Breaking Bad. But that's it. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.